Shelley Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets want you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg, and today's special guest is Jeremy Riden, who's going to be talking about numerology and love. Before I bring on Jeremy, I just want to make some quick announcements that this coming Saturday, February 10th, I'll be at the Learning Light Foundation in Anaheim, California, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Psychic Fair. And on February 24th, I'll be at the School of Multi-Dimensional Healing and Science Psychic Fair from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I have some guests coming up. Next week I have Alice Leggett talking about spirit art. And on March 18th I have psychic numerologist Jeremy Riden as my guest. He's the author of Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted, and the Quest Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide. And on March 15th, I'm going to have Brian Rawls. He's the host of the Magical Journey radio show that comes on Blog Talk Radio. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on March 1st, I'm having Lisa Barretta talking about the consciousness of tattoos. They have psychic consciousness. And on March 29th, I'm having Carl Jung talking about dreams. On March 27th, I'm having Eve Spirit Speak talking about the four clairs. I'm going to have to take a quick break to call my guest, and then I'll be right back.
Goldilocks Productions is dedicated to provide professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual, metaphysical, paranormal, and New Age genre. The show hosts are an elite team of holistic practitioners, healers, galactic shamans, psychic mediums, spiritual and metaphysical teachers that are powerful light workers, assisting in this ascension process by unlocking the consciousness of the listeners to restore balance between mind, body, and soul.
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. With their money-back guarantee and the many benefits, how can you afford not to get one? Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry. Visit them today at purpleplates.com for mind, body, and spirit, and expect a miracle.
Welcome back to the Psychic Horizon Show. I have my guest, Jeremy Riden. Jeremy Riden, can you tell the callers about yourself?
I'm so excited to be on Psychic Horizon. I'm Jeremy Riden, and I am a soul coach. I'm a medium psychic. I am an intuitive messenger. My passion in life is to get people healed emotionally so they can live fully. I do astrology readings. I do destiny readings. I do prayer affirmations. I'm an author of two great selling books. The first book is called Your Soul Story: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted. You can get that on Amazon.com. That is a short little booklet that teaches you how to retrain your subconscious mind to remove all blocks that are keeping you from living your highest good. My second book, which I'm so excited that is out on the market right now, is called The Quest Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide. This is a special, easy book to use for tapping into your intuition by numerology, because I've done numerology teachings for over a decade now, and I took in the best teachings of numerology, put it in a short formula to give you instant access to what the universe is saying to you about any particular question that you may have in your life. So that's a fast rundown, but I'm excited to be your guest today so we can help some people really improve their love lives, help people get ready for Valentine's, and answer any of their questions in regard to the paranormal.
And let's take our first caller, Jeremy, which is area code 724. Hello, 724.
Hi. Thank you for having me. This is Shay.
Hi, Shay. And Shay, what is your question today?
Yes, I'm calling to get hopefully some insight, clarity on my son's father. His name is Chad. Again, anything that you could pick up on the overall situation would be more than appreciated, especially concentrating on why there's no communication now.
Well, I'd be happy to do that, Shay. Glad to have you on. Sorry about the difficulty and everyone out there listening. There is such a hardship with mothers in general that are feeling the pain of their children having the loss of their father in their life. And so, my heart goes out to you because, it really makes a difference having two parents or even the grandparents, having all the family involved in a child's life. And, so you're picking up the slack, which you don't mind as a mother, but B, your heart breaks because you feel like your child definitely is missing something vital. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with him specifically. What I would like you to do is I'd like you to take a deep breath, Shay.
Okay.
And I would like you to say to God, the universe, and the angels, whatever your higher power is by name, but just repeat after me now. Universe.
Universe.
What's the issue?
What's the issue?
With my son's father.
With my son's father, Chad.
Take another breath. Now, quickly, give me three numbers, 1 through 9, without thinking.
Oh, geez. 1, 2,
quickly,
3. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, and I don't even know why I went there for.
Excellent. All right. So we're going to talk about the energies that are around your what's keeping this. Okay. So the one tells us that right now that for your son to really, or even you, and you may not want to hear this, but even you and your son, if you really want to get in contact with him, you're going to have to be more aggressive. You're going to have to be more assertive about the fact that he needs to do something if he wants to be part of his life, that he's causing damage. This is not the time to really baby him at all in your communication when you do talk to him about the situation. What's going on with him right now is something has happened. I don't know if it's because of how he feels towards you, but he's being very oversensitive. He's taking things way too personally. In fact, he's taking things so personally that he's not seeing how it's clouding his relationship with his son and other people. All he's doing is seeing his own hurt. So when you talk to him, say, I don't know what your hurt is. I don't know what your issue with me is. I don't know what your issue with the whole situation is, but you're only looking at your own hurt. And I'm not saying you're not up, saying you don't have things going on in your own life, but look, you're not seeing what you're doing to your son. Then the third thing is that's going to heal. The third thing that's going to heal this is being even having your son. How old is your son?
He's only 14 months, so that's why it's even more hurtful.
So what you have to do is you have to communicate to him, listen, I need you, I'm going to be honest about me. No matter what you feel about me, it crushes me as a mother, but, it really, you may not think that this does damage to him because he's only 14 months old, and then I want you to go on Google, and I want you to give 3 reports, simple reports, that talk about babies that don't hear their father's voice, babies that don't feel their father's touch, and how this affects them. And so I'm seeing all of this. He's taking something too personal, and he's got to stop making it about him, and you just got to put your foot down and continue to be open and honest, not try to, push him off, but be open with your communication about it. I'm going to give you over to the psychic expert, Shelley. Shelley, what's the deal with this dad?
I feel that Chad is very depressed. He's very despondent and very depressed. He's not only not communicating to you, he's not communicating to his parents and siblings right now. He's totally depressed. He's totally wrapped up in his problems. He's very withdrawn. I feel very withdrawn. I feel that he's afraid to be a father. He does love the baby. It's his child. But he's afraid to be a father. He's afraid he's going to fail as a father, that he's not going to be able to step up to the plate and be a good dad and be there for baby Chad the way he needs to be. He has concerns about that, and he's worried about that. And he's being influenced right now. There's someone around him that's kind of influencing him in a negative direction. It's a woman, and I feel that she has a lot to do with the fact that Chad is not making an effort to reach out to his son, that he's listening to this woman. She's younger than him, and he's listening to her, and he's being influenced by her, and she's not a good influence. She's not any good for him.
Wow.
It's not a good relationship that he is with a younger woman, and I think that, he knows that he's not doing the right thing, but it's just that he doesn't bring himself to call, and he knows that he's hurting you, and he knows that he's hurting his child, because even though the child's 14 months, it does have feelings and emotions, and it feels things.
Definitely.
And it does feel, and it does feel love, and it does feel emotions, and it does feel kind of an absence. It does feel it. I think that Chad is going to come around, but it's going to take until June or July for Chad to come around. But I do think that he will eventually come around and contact you and be there for the child. I think he's going to be in and out of the child's life. He's going to kind of not be a father that's actively involved in his child's life. He's going to be in and out of the child's life, I hate to say.
You mean as far as the duration? Yes.
What is your son's birthday?
11/11/16.
Okay, so already this doesn't surprise me. As far as one thing you need to know about, it's November 11th that you need to know about the children. Just give me a second. I'm sorry to cut you off, Shelley. I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay.
But what I want you to do, and I'm giving you this piece of advice because your son is an old soul, and a very sensitive soul. Sensitive as he can pick up on the vibrations of other people. That's why you're hurting, because even though some people say it's just 14 months, it doesn't matter. You as a mother instinctively know that your child can pick up these vibes, even if they're not being said over him. And so the reason with that, any child born on November 11th, these children are, in numerology, these are master children that are here to grow up and inspire the rest of the world to open their minds when it comes to spirituality, open their minds think of Martin Luther King, people that were just really, I have a dream. They really inspired people to create a better world. This child has that. He also has, what I want to encourage you is that he's a 9 of clubs, which means that because he's an old soul and has a mission to make an impact on this world, that there's going to be many endings in his life, meaning he'll feel like he'll have a group of friends and then something's going to happen and he loses all those friends. Or he feels that, things, and this is not, I'm going to give you the best piece of advice as a mother I can give you with this soul, okay? You must teach your son as he grows older that changes are not about him. It's not about him as far as, why are these changes happening, Mom? Why do things look so good and then they change? It's because you can teach him. There's two ways to look at things, my baby. There's two things. One is you can look at it as the loss, that, you lost these people, you lost this job, you lost this relationship, or you can look at it as a graduation, meaning you gave them everything you could get. They did everything they could for you, and you have to move on because, baby, you got a special mission. You got a special purpose in life, and so the universe is always going to constantly bring you to different situations just because it's not going to let you settle like a lot of people. Not everyone has a special mission. So a lot of people can live in the same community. They can have the same wife. They can do all this stuff for 100 years, but not your child. Your child, the universe is going to say, when you have given everything you can to this relationship, I will not allow you to stay stuck because his is a path of constant evolution.
All right.
And Jeremy, how can Shay get in contact with you?
Shay and all the other expecting mothers out there, if you would like to understand a little bit about your child and what's going on in their future, you can go to my website, ridenresults.com, or you can text me on my cell phone, 616-795-5999, 616-795-5999.
And you could get a hold of me. And you could get a hold of me, Shay, at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizons.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show today, Shay.
Thank you both for having me today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm now going to do my interview with Jeremy Riden on numerology and love, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 361. Is there such a thing as love karma, and how can we know?
Everyone, this is Valentine's month. It's the love month that's on our mind. So everyone wants to know about relationship. Absolutely. We have lived many, many lifetimes. And, even as the Bible says, as you sow, so shall you reap. And so what happens is people do bring in, if you want to call it baggage, or if you want to call it good points towards this life when they start off in it. And so definitely you can see love karma. I do love karma readings, and I give you solutions on how to remove the blocks from your love karma. I've got 5 people that had gotten married in 2017, 5 women that thought they would never find true love, and they went through my coaching, my A+ Living program, turned their life around, got married, not to just any old man, but to high-quality gentlemen. So, yes, love karma is real. Let's help you heal it.
And what are karmic relationships, Jeremy?
Karmic relationships. These are relationships with people that you've had in past lives, and in this lifetime, you're trying to finish what you started in previous past lifetimes. And so what happens is usually when you know something is karmatic is when you ever hear in all these movies, love at first sight. If you got a love at first sight feeling and huge chemistry between the two of you right off the bat, most likely the reason why there's such a chemistry is because your soul recognizes each other from all the years that you guys have been previous. So there's an ease, there's an understanding. What's chemistry? Chemistry is when you relax, you get each other and this and that. The problem is this: not all karmic relationships are healthy relationships. Not all karmic relationships are meant to be continued in this lifetime. For example, maybe, that one of the things that I know when a karmic relationship is probably not good for you is when I say the two F's are going on. And that first F is when you're having great sex, and the other F is you're fighting. So the sex is great, but then you're fighting all the time. Usually that's a sign that this is a karmic relationship, that you're trying to heal some of the emotional wounds of the past. You're trying to learn your lessons, but most likely the best thing you can do is to cut that umbilical cord, cut all cords with this person, so you can have a new love life, a new thing that isn't bringing up past garbage.
And let's take our next caller, Jeremy, which is area code 361. Hello, 361.
Hi there, this is Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi,
Linda,
thank you so much for taking my call. I'm so happy about that.
And what is
how can we help you?
Well, I would really like some insight into a situation that I'm currently experiencing. A couple of months ago, I was starting preparation to move from the state of Texas to Florida, and I experienced a fall and had to undergo surgery, which I had about 7 weeks ago, and I am in the process of going through rehabilitation and recovering from the surgery. And I would like some insight as to what was the purpose of the fall, the delay of my move. Am I still supposed to be moving? And just some
Linda,
guidance into that whole situation. Yes.
We're sorry you fell, and we are praying for a speedy recovery, full recovery. Just several things real quickly. When is your date of birth?
2/27/54.
So just 2/27. How old are you right now?
I am 63.
Okay. So I'm going to take a look at the destiny system, and while we do that, I'm going to turn you over to our in-house psychic, Shelley Hofberg.
All righty.
Linda, I feel that you weren't supposed to move, and so the spirit was causing a situation to prevent you from moving. You're moving out of Texas, but I feel that you're supposed to be moving to another state other than the state that you're planning to move to. Where were you planning to move to?
I was planning to move to Florida, and I actually thought that Spirit was guiding me to move there. That's why I was so perplexed by the fall.
I feel that you're supposed to be on the West Coast, not the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
More towards California. I feel that that's the reason that you fell, was the Spirit was trying to prevent you from moving to the wrong place. I don't think Florida's the right location. I think California would be a better place for you. I feel you need to be more west than east. And that's why you fell. It's up to you, of course, where you want to move. If you have your heart set in Florida, move to Florida. But your spirit was delaying you from moving. You are going to recuperate with the surgery in the next month or two. You're going to recuperate, and you are going to get back on your feet. And within a month or two, you're going to be moving. You'll be moved by June time.
My goodness. Okay, that was going to be my next question, is if you saw a time period that would be advantageous for me to move.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that it would be so quickly. I'm a little concerned about finances. I've been unable to work since November, and have been living on my savings account, and I'm wondering where the money to do this moving is going to come from.
Can I cut in here, Shelley, and answer that question for her?
Yes.
So real quickly, several things that's going on. Part of the issue with the fall is because of the money. You're in a six of diamond time, which says that we sometimes get used to trying to figure everything out with our finances, and maybe we are logical, but then sometimes Spirit says, okay, I need you to change some of your belief structure, meaning that if you think you have everything in control, you don't have it in control, and I'm testing you to see if you'll surrender to Spirit and create that new thought process of prosperity, the law of attraction, speaking faith, looking at things from a higher perspective like you're trying to do, and redevelop, re-energize the spiritual thinking. You'll begin to see it transform. You'll begin to see it there is a move going on. There's a lot of changes going on with you. Situation is, though, is that I agree with Shelley. I'm not saying Florida isn't for you, but I think that Spirit also saying this is a year of creating a strong foundation. And so it wants you to double check your plans, triple check your plans, because you go into, even as you're changing and moving this year, you go into one of the best, most powerful years of your life at 64. At 64, next year in February, you have a King of Spades. This happens, I think, in your lifetime one time. And this is the time when you are able to achieve what you have to work hard, but there's nothing that will stop you from achieving your highest success. So part of the backdrop, why in the hell did I fall, this and that, is because you're getting ready to become more powerful at 64 than any other time in your life. But Spirit wants you to be connected to Him fully and surrender your will to His will. Look at things from a higher perspective so you realize that you're His partner. You're not just doing this on logic alone.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm almost on the verge of tears, and as you were saying all of that, I just had goosebumps all over my body in the form of confirmation. So thank you so much.
Yes, and you know what? Do you get on Facebook?
Very rarely.
Well, next time you get on Facebook, look me up. My name is Jeremy, Jeremy, Riden, Riden. And
I've already written your name down. I plan on getting a few of your books. I just love your energy and your enthusiasm and your outlook.
And then also go on Facebook and say just that, because I like the free advertisement.
I'll be happy to do that.
Shelley, how can our friend get a hold of you?
818-744-5241. Thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show today.
Oh, thank you both. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
God bless.
God bless you, too.
I'm now going to continue my interview with Jeremy Riden on Love Numerology, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 310. How can you start sending out love vibrations to attract a romantic partner, Jeremy?
I'm going to do that, but I just remembered last night, Shelley, I had a dream that Reba McEntire reached out to you for a reading.
Oh.
I'm picking up on that more celebrities are going to start reaching out to you, and probably even people in the music industry. So this is going to be interesting how that happens. The question again, how can we I forgot the question. I was so excited about remembering that dream.
How can you start sending out love vibrations to attract a romantic partner?
I love that. Everyone listen to this. We all want to attract the right mate. And I always tell people, to get the right mate, you got to be the right mate. You got to be the right person. So the way to start sending out love vibrations is to get in the vibration of love. Start being more loving. What does that mean? That means, smile at people. That means say thank you. Have manners. Be more pleasant. Sometimes people say you got a resting mean face, because a lot of times I'm deep in thought. Some call it a resting bitch face. But, I look like I'm mad, but I'm not, because I'm a very deep thinker. That's that Virgo sun in me. And I have to sometimes remind myself out in public, okay, Jeremy, put on more of a friendly face. put on more of a happy face. And so for all those that are out there, towards the end of this, listen to this whole show. You don't want to miss it, because I'm going to show you, Shelley's going to ask me a question at the end of the show about a soulmate journal. And that is the thing that I use to help women find their mate. And that's what causes many of my clients to find marriage down the road. So be more loving, kind, happy, get in that positive flow of vibes and thankful. Don't think about all the negative thing in your life. Don't complain. Don't be ungrateful. Create a pleasant aurora, and that'll amplify your vibration out into the universe, that you're ready to be loving, kind, and joyful with another person.
Thank you, Jeremy. Let's take our next caller, which is area code 310. Hello, 310.
Hello. The question I have is, it's about relationship destiny, and I'd like to know what mine is.
And what is your name?
C.
C?
Like the letter C, yes.
And Jeremy, what do you pick up for C's love life?
Well, C, when's your birthday?
11/19.
Okay, 11/19. And real quickly, pick three numbers 1 through 9.
975.
Okay. I'm going to look some stuff up, and then I'm going to have Shelley right now tap into the love life for you. Shelley, what's going on with C's love life?
I feel, C, that there's going to be someone coming up April, May. That it's not anybody around you now. It's a new man that's coming up April, May that you're going to be meeting. And I feel that there's a soulmate connection between you and this gentleman, and that you are going to get into a romantic relationship, that you are going to get into a relationship as we get into April, May, which is 2 or 3 months away. So I feel that there's a relationship. There's unresolved issues with someone now that you have feelings for, but it seems like he's been very distant, and I feel like distant. So I don't feel that he's who you're going to end up with. I feel you're going to end up with the new man that comes in April, May. What do you pick up for C, Jeremy?
Well, see, I'm gonna just dive in here a little bit with you real quickly. I would not be now. You're currently single.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, well, first of all, you're an ace of clubs, which means that, you're a true romantic. You're a person that truly does believe in soulmates, truly idealize that a part of when we watch all the movies about that person that just gets you heart, mind, body, and spirit, something that you really want. It's a big part of who you are. Sometimes, though, life definitely isn't like the movies. You're going into a 5 vibration this year. So what that means is your dating life will pick up. The dating life is definitely going to pick up. Do not talk about soulmates this year. Do not talk about finding the one this year. I want you dating more than one. I want you out there having fun. I want you out there, even if you're like, well, that's not me. Yes, get out there, have fun, flirt, dance, get out there, have fun. Because you may find your soulmate this year, but it really looks at your soulmate year, the year where we talk about the person we could marry, is 2019. So it's possible someone you date this year will be the one, but only if he carries over into 2019. So most likely the seriousness will happen in 2019, but we can't get serious until we get silly first. Isn't that how romance is, people? We're silly in love, and then we get serious about it, and so you can't skip steps. Don't get serious. Right now, just be silly. Now, the 3 numbers you pick are 9, 7, and 5. So the vibration is that you just need to be really open to your emotions. 9 says the right vibration is to be 9 is about creativity. So this year, get creative about where you can go meet single people. Also, 9 is really about music and dancing. So if you could really go to places that has music and dancing and laughter, that would be important. What's blocking you this year is overthinking things, overthinking the love life. You know, do I really want this guy? Does he meet my criteria? You're not getting married this year. Go have fun. Don't overthink it. 5 is about really what's going to help you not to overthink is to actually just get out there and move around. Get out there. Don't just, go try all kinds of different events, have fun, laugh, and notice that, love is on the horizon because you're going to a soulmate year in 2019.
Thank you.
And Jeremy, how can C get in contact with you?
C and everyone else that wants to know about love can go to my website, Riden Results. That's RIDEN RESULTS, because I'm all about getting you results.com. And you can look me up on Facebook, YouTube, and my cell phone number is 616-795-5999. You can just text me your name and what you would like a reading about. Back to you, Shell.
And you can get a hold of me at 818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show today, C.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're now going to
Shelley, but Shelley, that's a common thing that people that have been single a long time that they get in trouble with is they get too serious too quick. You got to get into a more fun vibration and not overthink your relationships.
Yes, I agree, Jeremy. And let's continue our interview and then take our next caller, which is Carolyn, area code 818.
Sounds great.
What is the Soulmate Journal, Jeremy?
Everyone out there, this is my little secret. It's phenomenal. If you're single and you are wanting to get married in the next couple years, what I recommend is you get a journal and you call it your Soulmate Journal. And what you're going to do is you're going to write entries into this journal like a diary as if you were sending letters to your soulmate. So, for example, let's say I went to the store today and I saw an elderly couple holding hands and cuddling. I could go into my journal and I would write, I saw these elderly couples cuddling today, and I just hope that when we get that age that we still like to be romantic and that we still like to cuddle. And so you begin to speak affirmations into the journal. Maybe you go to Valentine's this year and you're the only single person at the work party. You can come back and write, I was so sad being the only single person at the work party, but I hope you like to go parties. I can't wait to show you off to my workers, and maybe next Valentine's we can go together. And so you write a journal for a year about all the different things going into your life and what you would like you and your partner to be like. Ahead of that journal, on the first page, I want you to write what my ideal partner looks like. Write down the character traits of the things that you really want in a partner. And these are 3 questions I want you to put on that first page. What is it that I want in a partner? What is it that I need in a partner? And what do I feel about romance in my life? And just answer those 3, or what role does love play in my life? Those 3 questions. And I know I did that all kind of fast. And if you want more information on how to do it, you can just reach out to me at ridenresults.com, and I'll give you more insight on the Soulmate Journal.
And Jeremy, let's take our next caller, which is Carolyn, area code 818. Hello, Carolyn.
Hi. The question I have is, can you describe the man that I will eventually find true love with?
Well,
I want true love.
Well, Carolyn, I'm going to turn that over to, the thing I keep hearing is Buddha. And I laugh because does that mean he's going to have a fat stomach and be real jolly? I don't know about that, but I think maybe what it is that he is into Buddhism. He is into meditation. He is into mindfulness. And so, so then I would start going to meditation centers, and I would start maybe even visiting more of the Asian temples and be open. Not that he's going to be Asian, but he's definitely buying into and believing into the Eastern religions. Shelley?
I feel that he is a metaphysical man, that he's involved in the metaphysical field, and that he's a healer. And I feel that he works for a healing center or a metaphysical bookstore. And I feel that that's how you're going to meet him, that there's going to be some kind of event at a metaphysical bookstore or healing center that you're going to want to go to, and you're going to meet him at the event, and he's the one that's putting on the event. He also teaches. So I feel that that's how you're going to meet him. And I always pick up the name Michael around you. I've picked up Michael several times before. So I think that this man is named Michael. That he's, hello?
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel that this man is named Michael, and I feel that he's also a family-oriented man, and he has a daughter that's maybe around your son's age, in her 40s. He has a daughter, and I feel that he lives in a house, and I feel he lives near the beach. He's in California, but he's near the beach. And I feel that this center that I'm picking up, this metaphysical bookstore or this healing center, is near the beach where he lives. And Jeremy, what do you pick up for Carolyn as far as the man she's going to meet?
Well, there's another name that I always get around Carolyn, and it is Tom or Thomas. And so I would add that Spirit's giving me more information. I would start looking for a man named Michael Thomas. And Michael Thomas, Meditation Center, Physical Healing, or maybe his middle name is Tom, or maybe it might be Thomas Michael. But there's a Thomas Michael connection, a TM connection. So, which is funny, Thomas Michael, TM is transcendental meditation, TM. So once again, Spirit is trying to tell you, get to not just the metaphysical centers where we do like tarot reading and all that, actually get into the places where they sit down and they chant and they meditate.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you both.
You're welcome,
That's
Carolyn.
helpful.
And we're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden on Numerology Love, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 229. In numerology, what are relationship years, Jeremy?
Okay, so every year is a personal theme year that you have in your life, and 1 through 9. And the best years for a personal, and the way you find this is you take your month. My birthday is 9 September 21st, and so I take 9 plus the 21 plus the current year, and then I reduce that to a single number, and that'll come between 1 and 9. The numbers that are best for relationship years are 2, because that's the number of the heart, that's the number of union. 4, which is the number of being serious, structure, steadiness. So if you're wanting a steady relationship, 4 is really up there. And then 6, which is about soulmates and family. So 2, 4, and 6 are the best years for relationships if you want to be serious with somebody. If you're wanting to date and have a great sex life, that's in a 5 year. 5 is a great year to get out there and have some fun. Years that are hard on relationships are the 1 year, because 1's about being alone, independent. And then the number 7, because 7, once again, there's that part of being alone because you're having to do some inner work. And then the 9 year. A 9 is the worst year for relationships in general, as far as, well, not worse. It means there's a lot of endings. So relationships could end in a 7 or 9 year. But best 2, 4, 6. Back to you, Shelley.
Let's take our next caller, which is area code 229. Hello, 229.
Hi. I'm grateful to get through.
And what is your name?
My name is Debbie.
Hello, Debbie. And Debbie, what is your question today?
Everything about my life is changing. I'm in an 8-year, and I need to move somewhere, but I don't know where. I've known this man who's in a 7-year for 12 years, and we're not living together anymore. We did for 8 years, but we're talking again, and very connected on a daily basis. And I'm wondering if I'm going to move closer to him, or if we're going to move in together.
When's your month and day? When's your month and day, and how old are you?
May 19th, 1960.
And how old are you? 1960. How old are you right now?
57.
57. Which you're coming up on your Saturn return, so there's a lot on a Saturn return. I ain't got time to get into that. So I'm gonna take a look and see what's going on with you, Shelley. I turn it over to you.
I think that this band that you are talking about, Debbie, that there's still a soulmate connection between the two of you. He seems to still care about you. I think that you'll find your way back to each other, but it won't be until July, August. July, August is a major turning point with the relationship with this man that he comes back around. And so I feel in July or August is when you may end up embarking on living together again. I do see you living together again and rekindling the relationship. I feel you're going to move, but you're going to move in state. You're not going to move out of state because the man that you like is in state where you're at. And I feel that you're going to be moving to a different location, about 2 or 3 cities south of where you are now. So you'll still be in the same state, but you'll be living in a different area, about 30 to 45 minutes away from where you're living now. And I feel that a move would happen in April, May, that you're going to find a place to live in April, May, and you're going to move. And Jeremy, what do you pick up for Debbie?
Well, Debbie, how long have you guys been separated?
Separated about 3 years.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this year, there's going to be a lot of doubt about love. Looking at your destiny cards, there is no certainty. But it is about you opening your heart again to love. It is possible that you, because you're going to be starting a new relationship. So it is possible, like Shelley says, you guys get together and it's starting over as new. I'm going to probably say that it would not surprise me that you do get back with him, but this does not last long term, that there is a new relationship coming. I'm going to tell you this, if you get with him and it feels like the same old song and dance, he's not the one. If he's changed his attitude a little bit, then it could be something new. So the most important thing is if God brings you someone else along, keep your heart open right now. Don't do any fast and hard rules.
Awesome.
Thank you for calling.
Do you see me moving too?
Yeah, I didn't even look, but if Shelley says she sees you moving, then I trust me. Shelley's really on the money, so she sees it. It's gonna happen.
All right, thank you both.
And Jeremy, how can Debbie get in contact with you?
Debbie, go to my website. Okay, sounds good. Take care. But everyone else, Riden Results.com. Go to my Facebook page, YouTube page. Everyone, you can send me a text, 616-795-5999.
And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Debbie. I'm now going to continue my interview with Jeremy Riden, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 352. What things in an astrology birth chart tell us about our love life, Jeremy?
I'm going to hurry up because I know we got a lot of callers online. I'm loving all the callers this love month. If you get a birth chart done, and the way to get a birth chart done goes astro.com. You can have it for free. You put in your birth information. You'll need to know your time of birth. You can get that off of your birth certificate. If you don't got your birth certificate, you can get a copy from the county clerk where you were born at online sent to you. So with that being said, when it comes to love in a chart, you want to look at the 7th house. The 7th house, the chart's going to come in a circle. That circle's going to be split into 12 sections. The 7th section will have the number 7 on it. That tells us about your love life. So when you see a planet in there, that tells us a lot about what your love life is like. If you're a woman, you want to look at your Mars. That tells us a lot about what your partner's temperament is like. Even Jupiter will tell us a lot about the type of work your partner does and what kind of personality he is too. So in a man's chart, you want to look at the Venus. You want to look at a woman's Venus. So if you're a man, you want to look in your chart and see where is your Venus. For example, I'm a man. In my chart, my Venus, which represents my wife, my love, is in the ninth house. The ninth house is all about foreign lands. It's about higher education, spirituality, philosophy, publishing. So what that means, it means I'm attracted to more exotic women. It means that I could very well end up marrying a foreigner or somebody different than my background. It also means that I like a woman that's intelligent, which I do, that's able to have a higher consciousness, a higher view about religion, because the ninth house is about spirituality. So all those things hit for me. So get your birth chart, look at the seventh house, look at if you're a woman, look at the Mars and Jupiter. If you're a man, look at your Venus, and that'll get you going. Shelley, you ready for that caller?
Yes, 646 is the next caller. Hello, 646.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you? And who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Yeah, you have the pleasure of speaking with Terry today.
Speaking to who?
Terry.
Terry. Hello, Terry. And Terry,
hi, how are you?
We're fine. And what is your question, Terry?
Oh, I'm actually calling in regards to my love life. But just to give you guys a heads up, I'm returning to school in September of 2018 to complete a master's degree for 1 year and possibly go into a PhD degree. So my question is in regards to my love life. When possibly, I'm not sure if it's this year or next year, when I will meet my soulmate or my lifelong partner. But I know he's coming.
Yep, Terry, we got to hurry up because of time's sake. What is your month and day of birth?
It's August 12th.
8/12. And how old are you right now, Terry?
I am 35.
Okay, great. Shelley, what do you see with the Romeo coming into Terry's life?
I actually feel that you're going to meet a soulmate around September, October, and that you're going to be meeting him in grad school, that he's going to grad school and you're going to be meeting him. I feel he has the same major as you, and that he will be a student in the class, one of the classes that you'll be in. And I feel that he does teaching. You know, he's going to school for something else, his master's, but he's a teacher. And he does teaching, and he may possibly teach on the college level and be a teacher as well as a student. He may be a teacher or a student. So I feel you're going to be meeting him in September, October. What do you pick up for Terry, Jeremy?
Well, Terry, are you divorced, or what's the deal with the relationship in the past?
I haven't had a relationship, I would say, in over 10 years. Not one relationship.
Okay. So the situation is that I want you, have you been listening to the show or you just popped on? Did you hear where I talked about a soulmate journal?
Yes, yes, definitely, yes. I want you to get been listening to the show.
I want you to get into a soulmate journal and do that. Okay. The relationship's not going to happen until you let go of some stuff. I don't know what it is that you got to let go of. I don't have time to get into that. But there's something in your subconscious mind, there's something in your heart that you need to release. And just ask God, God, what is it that I'm not aware of that maybe it's blocking me from having love? There is love karma. You have some love karma from a past life that is hindering your love in this life. But the good news is, you can remove that block because you are a career-oriented woman. Also, though, I do see that the finances are going to be really good this coming year. So even though it could be financially hard in school or this or that, I feel like if you release some things, money's coming in first. So right now, focus on career, focus on money, and letting go of anything that might be blocking you. And then that way, when he does come in, we're not having to, even though you think you're ready because it's been so long, you'll definitely be ready. Okay?
Okay, sounds great. I know what to do.
All right. God bless you. Thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon.
Thank
Shelley,
you.
how can people get a hold of you?
818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Terry. Hello?
I think she left.
All right. I wanted to thank Jeremy Riden for being a guest on the Psychic Horizon Show today. He will be back on March 8th. And I wanted to thank Tiffany White, Sage Woman of Goldilocks Production, for producing the Psychic Horizon Show. And I want
Love
to
you, Tiffany.
And I want to thank all the callers who participated in the Psychic Horizon Show. Thank you for calling, Jeremy.
Thank you. It was a wonderful, wonderful show. Everyone have a happy Valentine's Day. Go check out my books on Amazon.com, The Quest Method. Bye, Shelley.
Goodbye.